Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Raifan Arari Hafid.
And I'm Ahmad Fridianto.
And we are from Kesatuan Bangsa Senior High School.
Progo River is one of the river with the largest input of waste in the world. And this bottle will undergo the degradation process that will produce microplastic. Do you guys know how dangerous microplastic is? Microplastic can affect the surrounding ecosystem and also affect humans who depend on this river. What do you guys know about electrolysis? Electrolysis is one of the ways that can reduce microplastic that dissolve in the water, and it's easy to do. One of the materials that can be used is titanium. Titanium has the advantage of conductivity, improved by coating, and does not produce contamination. However guys, the performance of titanium plates still can be improved by zinc oxide coating. Coating with zinc oxide aims to improve the result of electrolysis, enhancing the effectiveness and efficiency.
Therefore, we conducted a research entitled Utilization of Electrolysis Technology with Titanium Electrode Discoated with Zinc Oxide to Reduce the Microplastic in the Progo River.
Okay, this research will be conducted in chemistry laboratory of the university. The material needed are core supply, alligator clamp, titanium plate, AgCl electrode, titanium wire electrode, styrofoam, thermometer, pH meter, electrolysis tub, glass, furnace, and microfiber cloth. And then you are needed zinc nitrate hexahydrate, ethanol, ionized water, and also water samples taken from Progo River.
Moving on to the method. This research process begins with taking samples of Progo River water by using 1 liter bottle, rope, 50 liter gallon, and weight that we have taken on January 19, 2025.
Step 2. We are doing electrode preparation. First, we must clean the electrode using the ethanol and diluted HCl. And then, we are making a solution of zinc nitrate hexahydrate as much as 0.1 mol in 150 ml distilled water solution. After that, we are doing electrode deposition for 30 minutes with a voltage of minus 1.0 volt, 80 degrees Celsius. After that, we are putting the electrode deposited electrode into the furnace for 2 hours at 400 degrees Celsius.
For the third step, after the plate has finished heating, we proceed to electrolysis with zinc oxide for its state, with the time variation and voltage as shown. For the 15 volt, the time will vary from 60 minutes, 45 minutes, and 30 minutes. For 10 volt, the time will vary from 60 minutes, 45 minutes, and 30 minutes. And lastly, for the 5 volt, the time variation is 60 minutes, 45 minutes, and 30 minutes. After that, we switch to the plate without the zinc oxide with similar volt and time variation.
After for the sample preparation. First, electrolyzed water sample were prepared by adding 30 grams of NaCl to the 150 ml of the sample. And then, the sample will filter to separate the sediment. Next, 20 ml of KO8 and NaSO4 were added. Then, heated in a 70 degrees Celsius of oven for 24 hours. And lastly, the sample was filtered again and the microplastic were counted using a stereo microscope with 400 times magnification.
Now the result. After electrode deposition, a white layer on the titanium plate indicates zinc oxide formation, supported by the increase in plate mass. Zinc oxide forms via ionization and redox reaction. Initially, zinc nitrate ionized to produce zinc square ions, which then undergo reduction at the cathode with an inert platinum electrode, forming solid zinc on the surface. Zinc is subsequently converted to zinc oxide through calcination in a furnace. The presence of zinc oxide was then confirmed by conducting XRD tests, obtained 6 peaks at 2 theta, 70.98, 53.38, 42.42, 40.7, 38.76, 36.72. peak 2 theta 36.72 and 70.98 indicating the presence of zinc oxide, while the peak 2 theta 53.38 and 38.76 is a typical titanium peak. We then use the FWHM value of each peak to determine the crystal size. The electrolysis process is carried out with variation in voltage and time. From this process, we can see a decrease in microplastic level in Progo River water. The observed microplastic consists of fragment, fiber, and filth as shown here. The microplastic content before the electrolysis was 397. After the electrolysis process, the content decreased in the range of 375 until 106. The effectiveness of reducing microplastic level is calculated using the formula initial abundance minus final abundance over initial abundance times 100%. The decrease in microplastic level can occur through oxidation reaction where titanium will break down water into hydroxyl radicals that can break the microplastic polymer chain. Zinc oxide treatment at 15 volt for 60 minutes reduces microplastic by 73.29%. Zinc oxide coated plates outperform uncoated ones by accelerating oxidative radical formation and photocatalyzing light to generate hydroxyl radicals. Higher voltage and longer duration enhance effectiveness.
Conclusion, zinc oxide has been successfully welded on titanium plates as shown by 2 theta 70.98 36.72 in XRD test, with an average particle size of 37.35. Zinc oxide coating on titanium plates can increase the effectiveness of microplastic reduction. The voltage and duration of electrolysis also affect the microplastic content in Progo River water, where 15 volts shows better result compared to 5 and 10 volt. Duration of 60 minutes also show better result than 45 and 30 minutes.
The Progo River is lifeline for many, but now is a pathway for unseen treated microplastic. This tiny particle contaminate water, enter fish, and return to us. But there is a hope. This project proved that electrolysis with zinc oxide coated on titanium plates can significantly reduce microplastic.
This isn't just a theory, it's a solution. Just imagine this technology applied widely. Cleaner water, healthier ecosystem, and a future free of today's neglect. Protecting water means protecting life. The time to act is now. Thank you.
Thank you for watching.